Good evening, welcome back to Fernandez Hideaway. Soy Fernandito, your 1 hour multicultural bilingual entertainment television show. And as you see, we have a Taste of Chelsea coming, so don't miss that. That's September 21st. That's going to be a great event. You got to come out and support and also enjoy some great food. Así que no se olviden, el 21 de septiembre, Chelsea, donde se va a poder proveer 30 diferentes restaurantes que van a participar ahí. Hay mucho para comer, así que no coman ese día para poder ayudar y apoyar esta organización. Recordando que el septiembre 13 se va a llevar en Suffolk Downs el festival puertorriqueño ofmass.com. Van a tener un evento ahí de carros, por favor. Es un evento que estamos pidiendo que nos aporten, nos ayuden para poder mantener el festival puertorriqueño como se lleva cada año. Y bueno, queremos que todos vengan ese día. So we want to remind you, September 13 at Suffolk Downs, the Puerto Rican Festival of Mass.com is going to have a great car show there. So we're asking everybody to come down, support the cause, the Puerto Rican Festival in their 42nd year. So we want to make sure we have a successful 43rd year. Okay, with that, we are now going to have the opportunity to introduce the gentleman who is responsible for this dancing tonight and his lovely partner. And also, I understand, student. But the interesting part of it is that our instructor is from Colombia, which we have something in common. So, tenemos el privilegio de tener el señor que está encargado de este baile esta noche y que, bueno, vengo a saber que también es colombiano y con su pareja que también viene a hablar un poquito sobre la organización, la compañía, y también tenemos otra bailarina también que va a venir, o vino esta noche, que se llama Alexandra, que también tiene que ver con esta organización. So, let me welcome them, y welcome to the show, bienvenidos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jaime, vamos a empezar contigo primero. Cuéntanos un poquito de ti y tu organización, porque es muy interesante viendo este tango en esta forma de y vienen de Springfield, ¿no? Vienen de Springfield.
Nosotros vivimos en Northampton.
En Northampton, okay.
Y la organización es una organización desde 1982, es una organización sin ánimos de lucro que se creó para promover la cultura y para desarrollar la comunidad latinoamericana.
Wow.
Y hemos hecho trabajos a través de New England en las universidades y en las comunidades, incluyendo a Boston.
Wow. So started back in 1982, and you've been, going to schools and traveling all throughout Massachusetts teaching. Margarita, your role in this, because you're just such a great dancer. Where did you learn how to dance so well? Who taught you how to dance so well? And why tango?
Well, I've always been a lover of dance. When I was young, I did ballet, and that's what I wanted to do in my life. But as you see, I'm very tall.
Yes.
So I grew too tall, and I had to give it up. And instead, I became a pediatrician. But I always missed dancing. And in recent years, I was looking for a form of exercise that I'd be really motivated to get up in the morning and go to, or come home from work and be tired and still go to. And I said to my oldest son, I think I would like to go back to dance. And if I don't learn tango at this age, I never will. And he found me a class, and it was Jaime and Alexandra's class. And I went through that door, a very timid and shy person, and I have not looked back.
Wow.
It has been a most wonderful entree into the music of tango, the culture, and opened the door to other music and other dances as well.
Wow, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Así que Margarita está comentando de que, bueno, ella fue bailarina en ballet, pero después paró un tiempo, se metió como doctora, parece que trabajando con niños y, bueno, paró de bailar por un buen rato y quería seguir bailando. Habló con su hijo, dijo, tengo que aprender a bailar, y conoció a Jaime y Alexandra y hoy en día está bailando como está bailando. Jaime, I'm going to talk to you a little bit in English because I also want you to share with our English viewers a little bit about how is your school structured, and then what is the age variation that one can go? Is there certain ages, is certain times? What is it like to sign up for these classes, and is it just tango predominantly, or is there other dance classes?
My wife and I, Alexandra and I, teach other dances, Latin American dances. In this area, since the Caribbean dances, so merengue, salsa and bachata are the best known. That's one of the dances we teach. But we also teach tango, milonga, and valse, and other dances from Colombia as well. But in terms of dances, we teach Argentinians and Caribbean dances. And dancing is only one part of what the organization does, the dance division. This is something that I created as I wanted to bring up my culture to this country. Wow. So it has been a work for maybe 25 years now. It's something I have done in part-time as I was working myself as a psychologist. And now that I retired, I decided to dedicate myself to do it full-time. So I do now teach 6 days a week.
Excellent, excellent. And what who do you see mostly wanting to learn to dance tango? Tango, it's different. It's a little more elegant and yet soft and has a slow movement if you compare it to salsa, merengue, bachata, right?
Yeah. Well, my youngest student is the daughter of a lawyer, and she's 8 years old. My oldest student, he started when he was 78. Now he's 85. I teach at the ballet center where young people go, but I also teach at a senior center. Actually, right now, I study in a second senior center, and I teach in Connecticut at a senior center, and in Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts, at a senior center. I also teach at the dance studio, and I teach at the University of Hartford. So there are different venues where I go, and not only tango, but tango is our forte. Well, I shouldn't say that because my wife is originally a salsera from Cali. So that's one of the things that we enjoy.
And Margarita, for you, how long you been dancing now in your tango?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yes.
And has that inspired you to try other dances, or are you just
Yes.
right now staying with the tango?
Well, I think tango is the one that has my passion. And something to do with the music and also the technique and the style. But I am also totally in love with bachata and have become a student of the other dances as well. I feel more relaxed with them though because I don't put as much intensity into them as I do with tango.
Wow, qué interesante. Además de que bailan tango, pues también ahora está cogiendo clases de bachata y le gusta mucho la bachata. Es muy interesante el modo que uno hace ese cambio, pero entre todo eso el baile sigue. Y como Jaime nos está comentando de que también tiene diferentes escuelas en Connecticut y por allá en diferentes áreas, pero a la misma vez la esposa que vamos a ver ahorita más tardito bailar es de Cali y es pura salsera, que eso es lo que me gusta a mí, pero me encanta el baile, me encanta el baile. Además de venir a shows de televisión y presentar tu compañía de baile, ¿ustedes presentan diferentes shows en diferentes áreas, en diferentes aspectos?
Hacemos diferentes cosas. A veces llevamos un grupo de personas a las Bahamas y nos vamos por 3 o 4 días con 20, 30 personas y en el proceso, en el bote, les enseñamos, ¿no? A veces son vacaciones, a veces hemos ido con grupos o he ido con grupos de personas a Buenos Aires y nos hemos quedado un tiempo en los hoteles yendo a clases, yendo a shows. En ocasiones nosotros vamos y nos presentamos en diferentes sitios. Aquí en Boston, yo comencé a enseñar tango en 1995 y paré de enseñar en el 2002 después de que ayudé a formar el Boston Tango Society, que es uno de los grupos que han tenido más éxito en promover el tango. En efecto, esta noche es la última noche en que se puede bailar Tango Under the Moonlight en el Wicks Bridge, al frente de Harvard. Enseñan gratis por media hora y luego tocan música hasta las 11 de la noche. Eso es algo que yo vine a hacer mientras fui parte de los fundadores de Boston Tango Society.
Muy interesante porque hemos tenido ellos aquí, incluso estuvimos en el Congreso de Tango no hace mucho que estuvo aquí.
Cada año se hace acá y yo me quedo por un tiempo en cada sitio. Los que fueron mis estudiantes en el 95 ahora están enseñando acá.
Sí, wow. And I like, Margarita, the transition you made. I mean, I like the way you explained the fact that, you were shy and, you wanted to come in and try something and that kind of, Jaime Alexander being so patient and very open-minded and charisma got you into this now. what would you say someone is out there listening right now and would be thinking, wow, that's something maybe I'd like to do? I mean, what would you say to someone like that to encourage them?
I would encourage them. I think that this brought such a dimension to my life. At the time, I was going through a difficult period, and I walked into that class, and I forgot everything. Mm-hmm. It was just joining in the music and the connection with another person, learning to trust, learning to be able to lean but maintain a strong core for yourself. Learning to develop connection when you've had connection broken. And I think anyone who's experienced that in their lives, tango has a wonderful potential for healing. I think also I have seen a person a little older than I am come in the class with lots of complaints, her hips, her joints. She didn't think she could turn her body this way or that way. And I saw her stand in front of Jaime, and he said, he stopped her from telling all about her complaints and said, just stand in front of me. And he took her and showed her some of the moves and just began a connection with her. And she continued to come to class, and she left all her aches and pains behind, and she just experienced joy in the class, and that was wonderful to see. So one sees that you have the people who come in and are going to be wonderful dancers, and you get the people who come to be able to connect with others.
Wow, muy interesante. Así que cualquier persona, cualquier edad puede bailar este tango. Ella explicó sobre la experiencia de cómo ella ve que está en unos momentos muy difíciles y vino a coger baile y se le olvidó todos sus problemas. Y después hubo otra persona un poquito más mayor que ella y todo le dolía a ella. Y Jaime tuvo la paciencia de mostrarle a la señora que sí podía y hoy en día está bailando y no le duele casi mucho nada.
Fernando, tango es especial porque es una relación entre dos personas. Exacto. Que se vuelven uno. Entonces yo uso el tango no solamente para enseñar a bailar, para enseñar a comunicarse a las personas sin palabras. Es una forma de comunicación no verbal. Yo ofrezco en una retreta de 4 días para parejas y uso mis herramientas que aprendí como psicólogo para llevarlos a ellos a conocerse mejor y a comunicarse mejor. It's a communications workshop. Yeah. It's a communications retreat for 3 or 4 days or sometimes 5 days that I sell to people as a workshop on communications using tango as a paradigm. So it can be, puede ser o baile o un proceso de aprender a comunicarse con una persona.
Wow, very, very nice. So you have another dance that's coming up, and that we're gonna. What is that dance gonna be?
Well, tonight is going to be at the Wicks Bridge, but in Connecticut we have next Friday and next Saturday we have a dance at the University of Hartford on Saturday and at the Elmwood Community Center on Friday. And then last night we have one in Northampton. Then on October 18 we will have our first Pioneer Milonga at Dance Northampton. Okay. So people who like to travel, one of the characteristics of people who dance tango is they seek out people who like to dance tango and they don't mind traveling. So once you get the bug, once you get into it, you don't mind traveling.
Exactly. For the love
100
for the
miles,
dance,
yes. And the love of meeting people who have like interests, who you have enjoy and trust, because in order to dance, you need to develop trust and decide that both of you, for 2.5 minutes, are going to share space and be one. Okay. It's a little bit different than the other dances that we do.
Jaime, Margarita, thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Fernando.
We'll be right back, and we're going to see our last dance. So don't go away. No se vayan, ya venimos con el próximo baile.